Hi guys, I'm Loz, and in this lesson, I'm going to teach you to transform your specific person. Now, which camera do I look at? This is the first time I've done live in a long time on YouTube. I normally go live on my Subconscious Loz TikTok. Oh, my webcam's up here. And I am answering a question from my Subconscious Loz squad. And this question is all about transforming your specific person and what you do and how you act whilst they're transforming in your 3D reality. Now, there's a lot wrong with this actual question that I'm about to answer, but if you are like this particular squaddy in my Subconscious Loz squad, my private monthly membership group on Facebook, and you are trying to transform your specific person, this Loz lesson is for you. Now, I'm going to do these Loz lessons based on suggestions in the squad and tell you how to change your reality based on your thinking that I'm going to uncover in these questions. Because if you've never met me before, guys, I am Loz, and I will uncover the hidden thinking that's fucking up your life, especially your relationships. Now, let's go to the Loz lesson suggestion, and I'll read out what this person's actually asked me to talk about. See if you can see the common mistakes in this question when I read it. Those of you who've actually watched me before will actually understand what this girl is asking that's all kinds of wrong. Let me find it. Where is it? My God, I've missed it. Oh no, I can't find it now. Oh God, guys. Christ. Have they deleted it because they didn't want their question answered? Oh no, have they deleted it? I read the question out. I gave it as the suggestion, and maybe they've deleted it. Oh, here it is. This is it. You ready? What is the most effective inner stance to maintain while my SP is in the middle of their transformation? They've actually changed this question. It wasn't written like this before, but anyway. What is the most effective inner stance, so state to have, to maintain while my specific person is in the middle of their transformation so that I don't fall back into the old story and instead keep reinforcing the new version of them until it fully stabilizes? That's not actually how they wrote their question before. They said, how do I act in the 3D while they're changing and haven't stabilized? So they corrected themselves. A lot of my squaddies correct themselves in their questions because I know I'll probably jump down their throat and make them realize that they are causing the reality they're talking about. So what this girl's done is she's gone back in, she's changed the question because she realizes I was going to say, you don't act like anything in your 3D. That was the original question. How do you act while your specific person hasn't changed yet? Now, what are the things that are still wrong in this question, even though she changed it? What is the most effective inner stance to maintain while my specific person is in the middle of their transformation? Hang on a moment. If you've watched me for any length of time, or you've done my courses like my Worthy as Fuck for Love course, where I uncover your hidden thinking about love, you will know it's not them transforming, it's you transforming, and then they transform. So what would be wrong with this question? What do I do while they're in the middle of their transformation? Guys, they're not in the middle of anything. They're not transforming. They're not changing. They're reflecting you. And when you get this, when you finally fucking get this, everything will change for you. I don't know where to look. Am I looking at the right? Am I meant to look at the camera or you guys? When you finally get this, everything will change. Maybe I'm just meant to look at the screen, guys. Am I? Am I meant to look at the screen or the camera? I can't remember when I used to go live if I'm looking at the screen or the camera. Tell me, am I looking at the screen or the camera, guys? So, guys, when you get this and you get that they're only reflecting you, you will understand that there is no one to transform but yourself. So if they're taking an awfully long time to transform, it's because you haven't transformed yet. You haven't changed yet. So let me just read this again. What is the most effective inner stance to maintain whilst my specific person is in the middle of their transformation so that I don't fall back into the old story? Now, this person's recognized, I guess, when they changed their question, that they've got an old story about that person and they're trying to maintain a new one so that person then transforms. So that I don't fall back into the old story and instead keep reinforcing the new version of them until it fully stabilizes. Now, guys, oh, when you look at the screen, it's like you're looking at us. Oh, okay. So when I look here now, it's like I'm looking at you. But when I look up here, I'm looking somewhere else. Oh, okay, guys. I forgot how to go live on here. It's been years. Okay. I've got to look here. They're not stabilizing, guys. They're not a camera. Okay. They're not stabilizing into their new version. They're literally your reflection. So you're not waiting for them to change or waiting for them to stabilize or waiting for their new transformation to occur. If they haven't transformed, you haven't transformed fully yet. But Loz, I've done all the work and I'm doing the affirmations and I thought I'd change my self-concept completely. No, you haven't. No, I'm sorry. That's bullshit. Now, I used to say things like the 3D catches up. That is also bullshit. It doesn't catch up, guys. I'm really sorry. It's a reflection, a direct reflection. Is your mirror catching up to you in the morning when you look at it in your bathroom? Is it catching up to your state that you're in? No, it's your direct mirror reflection. So your specific person is your direct mirror reflection. So if they haven't stabilized into the new version yet, you haven't actually imagined them to be the new version. In fact, I know this person hasn't imagined them to be the new version because they're talking about them as the old version in the question. Just get this through your head, guys. Just listen to what I just said. If you are still describing them in a question to me as unchanged, then you are still talking about them as their old self and seeing them as unchanged, so they can't change because they're reflecting the story you hold, which is they haven't changed. I'll say it again. If you write me a question in my subconscious law squad or in my free group, subconscious laws, and you say, he hasn't changed yet, what am I doing wrong? You're holding a story that he hasn't changed yet, so he won't change. I'll say it for the third time. Whatever you think your reality is, and however you describe it, is the story you hold about it, and it can only be the reflection of the story you hold. So until you change the story, it will stay the same. So is it that this specific person of this girl hasn't stabilized yet, or is she doing this all wrong and thinking of him as unchanged? Is she thinking of him as not turning up as the new version yet and she's waiting? Is she thinking of him as a person who hasn't fully transformed yet, and so she's just going to have to stabilize herself or think differently herself right now about the way he is because he's doing something wrong. He hasn't changed. I'm trying to change him, but he's not quite there yet. He hasn't stabilized. I'm trying to stabilize my specific person like a camera that's not quite stable. No, you're not quite stable, darling. You haven't quite changed. What are you talking about him for? It ain't got nothing to do with him. Oh, but I thought we were changing them. No. You're changing yourself. That's why my entire channel since the beginning of time is about changing you. And it was revolutionary because all of you bitches were watching manifestation coaches who were telling you to know your value and know your worth and change them and manifest them. I don't teach you to manifest them. I teach you to change because they're your reflection. And when you change, they fucking change. Guys, my dog is crying. Should I go get her? She's going to cry the whole way through this. Molly, come here. Wait a sec. Come here. In that brief interval on this live, who's had a penny drop moment? Who's had a penny drop moment about the fact that they're waiting for the 3D to change or waiting for it to stabilize and they haven't fucking stabilized yet? Now, I know this person is saying to me, well, what do I do in the meantime? What's the most effective inner stance to maintain? You change the story about him unchanged. You say he is changed. But you uncover in you what is causing him to not change. What story are you holding about him that's all fucked up? What story are you holding about you that he's reflecting? If he hasn't changed yet, you're not waiting for him to stabilize. What in you do you need to stabilize? What in you do you need to change? Oh, darling, you don't like my yelling. Guys, I'll say it again for the 100th fucking time. What in you is causing them to be the way they are right fucking now? Before and now. Because everything that's happening now is a reflection of how you are now. And if you are now still the person who expects them to be unchanged, the person who thinks they're a certain way, the person who doesn't like the way they're treating you or their behavior or how they are, and you are seeing them as unchanged or not fully changed yet, they won't be. And they can't fully change until you fully change. So what in you needs to fully change? Let me read the comments out if anyone's had a penny drop moment about this, because some of you are so fucking lost about this and you keep talking about them as if you're waiting for them to change. And it drives me up the fucking wall. What do you mean? You are in my subconscious soul squad. You should know better that they aren't changing, they're reflecting. They aren't changing, they're reflecting. They aren't changing, they're reflecting. What are you still reflecting? Oh, I must still be reflecting the story that he hasn't changed. And I must still be reflecting a story that, I don't know, whatever the fuck this guy's doing that she doesn't like. And I must be reflecting the story that causes that behavior from me. And I must still think that of me that causes that behavior. Like, I am unchosen, I am unwanted, I am unloved, I get left, I'm not prioritized. Whatever the fuck is happening and reflecting in your 3D, like them not prioritizing you, not wanting you, not affectionate to you, not choosing you. I don't know what the fuck it is, but you're still thinking it. That's why he has not fully transformed yet. Let me read out these fucking comments here. It's clicked because I no longer feel anger towards my SP. That's been such a relief. Well, thank God, Michelle. Good for you, darling. Someone's got a clue. Let me see. No, you have to look at the camera, then you look at it right out. Okay. These last videos have really made it click. The examples with the echoing, etc., and revision has helped a lot. Right. Guys, if you haven't seen my latest videos, if you haven't actually gone and watched my latest YouTube videos in my must-watch playlist, like They Are Your Echo or They Are Your Puppet, go and watch them, please, because some of you are lost as hell and you think they're making their own decisions, that they have their own free will. In the reality, you yourself are creating. So let me go back to this question for the 100th time from this squatty. What is the most effective inner stance to maintain? That's not actually what she said before. She said, how do you act while they're changing? But okay, she's changed the question because she knows I was going to tell her off. But she doesn't get that he's not in the middle of his transformation. He's not a transformer and he's like half transformed. You're half transformed. Blame yourself. So that I don't fall back into the old story and instead keep reinforcing the new version of them until it fully stabilizes. Guys, the way you reinforce the new version of them is you reinforce it in your own mind. You see yourself as the person who has that guy the way you want them. You see them as the way you want them to be. And you don't describe them in questions as unchanged. And when they show up a certain way, showing you old characteristics you don't like, you realize it's all you, and you must still hold a story that they aren't XYZ, or they are XYZ, or you are XYZ, or you are not XYZ. You are not wanted. You are unchosen. You are not prioritized. They don't prioritize me. They are unaffectionate. They're affectionate to me now. They prioritize me now. They're wonderful to me now. They treat me so well now because I am the girl who's treated well and chosen and wanted and gets affection and gets the love and gets the time and is prioritized by him. And I am that girl now. Oh, he's showing that characteristic again I don't like. Don't worry. I am this girl now and I'm prioritized and he's like this now. Guys, I changed someone literally within seconds the other night by just saying, oh, they're like this now. They do this now. As I walked in the door, I was like, they're going to be like this tonight. Like as I was at the front door. Apparently you guys can't change things as quickly as me. Why? Because you think they're making their own fucking decisions. Oh! You think they're stabilizing. You think they're transforming. They're not fucking doing anything like that, guys. They're reflecting you. They're reflecting you. They're reflecting you. They're reflecting you. I don't know how many different ways I can say it. Like, why hold stupid old stories that don't benefit you? Exactly, darling. I'm reading these live comments. You are the prize, the chosen one, the goddess of your reality. Why are you saying something isn't going in your favor? Wonderful, Deja. Exactly. Deja's one of our squaddies. Guys, listen to what she just said. I'll read the comment above it that she just said. If you're really working on your self-concept like truly, then you wouldn't hold stupid stories about them or anything for that matter. Why hold stupid stories that don't benefit you? Why are you saying something that isn't going in your favor? So is she saying something in this comment that isn't going in her favor? Or he's in the middle of his transformation. He hasn't fully stabilized yet. I still hold some old story, I guess. Why would you be saying, even in a question, something that doesn't go in your favor? I love how you're fed up with our bullshit. It is literally so easy. Just change the story. Guys, look. Someone came for a job with me the other day and was like, I made them watch a few videos to understand my teachings. And they were like, you seem very angry. I was like, darling, I've been doing this for 4 fucking years. There's only so many different ways I can say the same thing. Like, after a while, I just want people to get it. And someone else who actually works for me goes, you're doing it because you don't want people to waste their time. You want them to learn faster because you wasted so much time, that you want them to learn, not waste time like you did, he said. And I was like, that's exactly right. And anyone who doesn't understand my frustration thinks I'm being angry at you. I'm trying to shake you to make you realize something. Have you realized that this girl hasn't? Oh, but he hasn't caught up to my new thinking. No. You haven't changed your thinking. You haven't even changed the thought into he has changed. You're still thinking he is unchanged. So he is unchanged. If you describe them in any way unfavorably, guys, they'll still turn up that way, even just in your mind subconsciously. I'll say that again. If you keep describing them subconsciously as unchanged, they won't change. If you keep describing them unfavorably, then you'll get unfavorable reflections of them in your reality, because they are simply your reflection. If you aren't getting this, guys, I highly suggest you do my thought transmission course, because you're not understanding thought transmission, or you do my Worthy as Fuck for Love course if you want to really deep dive into your self-concept issues that are causing them to show up a certain way. And if it's really specific, like them not prioritizing you, do my Be Their Priority course on my website on Subconscious Laws, okay? Because some of you just don't get this. And I'm like, they're not stabilizing. They're not transforming. They're reflecting. My mirror doesn't transform and kind of half show me myself in the morning, does it? I know it's a technique, but I do like the I remember when from Neville Goddard. God, guys, I use that. I remember when he was a dickhead. I remember when he wasn't affectionate. I remember when he didn't give me the love, time, attention, and affection that I wanted. I remember when we barely saw each other. I remember when we didn't spend every weekend together. I think of conversations and then say, I remember when we never used to see, we weren't living together. And then they talk back, oh, I can't even remember that, babe. I feel like we've lived together my whole life, right? Use anything that helps you, guys. Now, right now in Happily Ever After, we are giving you scenes to play out in your mind and script to imagine you and your specific person together happily ever after. From the proposal, the wedding, and onwards to your happy ending. Because some of you can't even imagine the end. You can't think, I remember when, because you're so caught up in the 3D of them untransformed. Guys, they're not transforming, they're reflecting. I don't know how many different ways I can say it. Loz, can you please a little bit talking about when I don't care about things and I don't expect anything, that is the time everything comes my way? Monica, if you're in the Sabbath, as Neville would call it, that's the state you're talking about, a kind of indifference when you don't care. If you're in that state, great. I don't think you are. Otherwise, you wouldn't ask me. But yes, if you're feeling that way, great. Guys, if you really don't get this, I highly suggest you watch my recent videos in my must-watch playlist, okay? And come and join me live here because I'm going to be live going live here instead of TikTok, because you know how normally I do my videos and they look like vertical? I think this is better. Do you think? And I'll take the suggestions of what I'm going to do these LOZ lessons about from the squad, right? I'm not going to show everyone's name. From the subconscious LOZ squad. See, everyone suggested their suggestions here. So I'm taking this from my question here, LOZ lesson suggestions. See? In my subconscious LOZ squad on Facebook. And in there every week, I'm going to ask for your suggestions whenever I go live like this, and I will answer your questions, but I'll only take it from the squaddies because they are my VIPs, okay? I want you guys to really get this, and that's why I give you extra tasks and stuff in the squad like Happily Ever After right now. But just watch all my free stuff, guys, as well. Watch my must-watch playlist, my recent playlist of my must-watch LOZ lessons, my must-watch manifesting lessons, because some of you truly still aren't getting this. And when you get it, you won't ask questions like this. You won't be talking about them unfavorably, even in questions. You actually won't have questions anymore. Now, I know that sounds like I'm expecting you all to get this straight away. I know you don't, a lot of you, and that's fine. However, don't you want to fast track this? Don't you want to learn quicker? Don't you want to change your reality now? When I yell, when I say you aren't getting it, and so many of you get so fucking frustrated by that, it's because I want you to get it faster. Like, what kind of trainer or coach would I be if I let you learn slowly? Like, if I went to a personal trainer and they said, oh, you're going to lose weight, but it's going to take you 10 years, I'd be like, you're a fucking shitty personal trainer, aren't you? Where's the one that's going to make me lose the weight fast? Do you want to get this or not? I persisted in SP coming to see me and our daughter after 6 months no contact, and he did. Oh, wonderful, darling, great. I joined the squad, printed my workbook, realized I had a belief about marriage being a death. Oh my God, Loz, I forgot that. Thanks. Oh my God, get rid of that terrible belief. You mean the Happily Ever After workbook. So you can download them, guys, in the squad right now. You don't care, but you know you already have it. There's no separation ever. Exactly, guys. That's what the Sabbath feels like. You just know it to be true. The knowing, okay? That's what he's talking about. I am the God and I persist and everything's changed. Yes, I am God and I persist and things change. Yes, wonderful, darling. That's why things changed for you. That's why when you persisted in your SP coming to see you, after 6 months of no contact, he did. Wonderful. Hooray. I'll take a screenshot of that. That's lovely. Take a screenshot. Guys, are you getting this like this person has? Are you understanding how to persist? If you're not, I thoroughly suggest you come and join our squad, because these guys in here right now in the live are squaddies who are getting their shit. Are you getting your shit? Are you persisting until you get it? No? Come in there and we'll help you. It's an accountability group. Because when you're not getting this, people in there can help you, including me on the lives on Friday, the mentors, and all the squaddies who really understand this. All right, guys, I hope you really enjoyed this first YouTube live LOZ lesson as suggested by my squaddies, and I will see you soon, guys. Bye, guys, and make sure to subscribe. Bye, guys. See you later.